Sweet. Hey folks, welcome back again. It is Sunday night. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here for another TV talk, episode 11. 11 episodes. Straight on into it. Welcome to everybody. I see a couple of old faces, see no new faces, but I see some old faces. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing? Hey, K-Bear. Hey, welcome. See, now you're here for the beginning, so you get to see the awesome beginning screen. Welcome. Good evening. How are you? Yeah, it is a crazy night. For those of you who do not know who I am, it is coming up right now. I am Dave, the new nerd. This is the new nerd in town, and this is TV Talk. Yes, that is right. We talk about TV shows. We have a little fun. We joke. We basically just pretty much follow up on things that have happened during the week. Wednesday, I talked about episodes from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this week. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Wednesday and Thursday shows, because there's really nothing on Friday nights. They got rid of Constantine. They got rid of Hannibal. I mean, there's nothing... I want to start watching Grimm. I just can't get into it. For some reason, I cannot get into it. But why talk about a show that I really can't get into when I can talk about shows that I am into, that I am having a great time watching, that make me think, that keep me up at night, that make me fear for trying to go to sleep, or trust any woman with a pale skin and the temperature, with a temperature less than 98.7. You know who I'm talking about. We'll get to her later. But anyway, folks, it is so great to be here. Had a lot of fun. Did actually some, fun nerd stuff today. Myself and the wonderful wife-to-be, we went to a comic book store. Nay, 2 comic book stores. Because, she wanted to go comic book shopping. Not even me. But she wanted to go. And I have to say, I couldn't be more prouder. She's coming over to the dark side. It's so great. But don't worry. I did pick up a couple of Star Wars comics. That's right. The Shattered Empire series, which is a 4-part series. For any of you Star Wars fans out there and want to get kind of a glimpse into what has happened between Return of the Jedi and the new movie The Force Awakens, you should go pick up Star Wars Shattered Empire. It's a 4-part series, and it really only talks about the days, possibly 2 months after the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi. So it doesn't give out too many details as to what's going on with The Force Awakens, but it's the first to come out that discusses the events that happen after Return of the Jedi. It's cool. I've read all 4 of them. I will be talking to them on a special New Nerd in Town TV talk. It's actually going to be Star Wars talk, and that'll be Wednesday, December 16th, the day before, 2 days before Star Wars The Force Awakens comes out, because I will be pretty much marathoning episodes 1 through 6. I will fight my way through the prequel, and I will watch the others, and then I'll be ready to go for 7 when it comes out on December 18th. So December 16th, mark your calendars. Surgery in a month. Yeah, I'd be nervous too. I would be nervous too. But sending good thoughts. Let's all send some great thoughts to K-Bear for her father's surgery. I will give you more details on that at a later time when I have more details to give. But for right now, everybody just send some good vibes. Throw up some emotes if you have other people's emotes. Give her a thumbs up. Just good wishes to her. So yeah, picked up the Star Wars comic. I also picked up, and I don't know if he's watching, but I picked up, and I'm gonna say, wait, hold on 1 second, folks. Hold on. This is gonna be pretty epic. Don't leave me. I picked up. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah. Bring it up a little bit. Bring it up. Bring it up. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so sweet. That's right. That's right. That's me gloating. That is me gloating. That is the new Cryptozoic Ghostbusters the board game. Now, I don't usually play board games on stream. That is something that Crit Camp Gaming does, and I don't want to take away their thunder by any means. But hopefully, maybe, possibly, the guys will want to play with me. Because we got to play it at Comic-Con. Crit Camp posted some pictures up on Instagram and Twitter of us playing it. It was a lot of fun. I saw it at the comic book store today. I had to buy it. For all you ladies out there, it's like the shoe, the clothing line, whatever. For all of you jocks out there, it is the uniform of the player that you love. For us nerds, it is the game that we just had to pick up. You see it at the store, and you're like, I don't care if I'm broke, I have to own this game. So, I did this. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Let's just enough about me. Why don't we just talk about what we're here to talk about? Well, what I'm here to talk about and what you're here to listen to. First show we're going to do tonight is our Wednesday shows. Again, for those of you, for K-Bear, I know you came in late in the stream, but we like to go pretty much like in day order. So the first show we're going to talk about is a Wednesday show, and it is one of my favorite DC shows. I mean, there's 3 of them right now. Hopefully Legends of Tomorrow will be pretty good. But the first show is Arrow. Yes, that's right, Arrow. So we found out at the end of last week's episode, through an encrypted message to Felicity, that Ray Palmer is alive, and he's in serious trouble. And this week's episode, we find out all the great information, all the wonderful information. However, this does kind of put a damper on Olicity. Now, for those of you who do not know who Olicity is, who don't watch Arrow, I'll tell you. I'm going to feed you, baby birds, as I always do. Olicity is basically the scrunched up words that us millennials love to do, and we like to say Oliver, Queen, and Felicity. Olicity. So, Olicity's kind of in trouble, only because Felicity really wants to help Ray Palmer, and Oliver, who is the Arrow, or, I'm sorry, the Green Arrow, he wants to help. However, the kind of help that Felicity needs is not really help that... yeah, there are some spoilers. I forgot to throw up the spoiler thing. There's the spoiler alert. I'm sorry. If you didn't know Ray Palmer's alive, he is alive. That's a spoiler alert. But anyway, spoiler alert. Ray Palmer is alive. But anyway, I got thrown off, K-Bear. I'm sorry for that. But anyway, it's safe to come back now. So, we don't really know where Ray is. All we know... oh, thanks for the shout... Oh, there's the shout-out. Thank you so much, K-Bear, for the shout-out. Thank you. So, we don't necessarily know where Ray is. However, we found out what Ray is. He's about this big. He's miniature. He's actually the size of an atom. Oh, did you see what I did there? Because Ray Palmer is the Atom, because that's his... Yeah, I mean, come on. It all comes together. You know, superheroes get cool names and all that kind of stuff. So, in Felicity wanting to help Ray, and in Oliver wanting to help Felicity help Ray... there comes just kind of a tension into it. So, not too sure how many people know this, but Felicity is a smart yet very beautiful woman but very intelligent, knows her technology really well, knows how to, cut some things up and all that kind of whatnot, and code and all that kind of stuff. She's also the CEO of Palmer Industries, but that's only because Ray Palmer is dead. So we thought. And Felicity, she was not brought up that way. She is just a child genius who has a mother who is pretty much, how do I describe it? Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. That is who who Felicity is, and who her mother is. So, of course, when Oliver and Felicity are having a bit of a problem over this whole Ray Palmer thing, there's a bit of an issue when Oliver just decides to bring Felicity's mother into the mix. Now, we've seen how the two women have interacted in earlier seasons, in which the first time we ever met Felicity's mom, you're sitting there like, no, you definitely did not give birth to that, because yes, you're both blonde, but you're incredibly intelligent and you're kind of incredibly hot. Okay, Felicity's kind of incredibly hot too, but this is the dynamic that Arrow is going with, and Oliver makes the horrible mistake of calling in Felicity's mother. Now, while Oliver is trying to figure out how to help the situation, how to help Felicity, but also how to keep Olicity together, his best friend, his newly refounded best friend, Diggle, comes in and says, "You know what? You look like you need a drink." He becomes the bartender with the cloth on the thing. It just goes, "Hey man, you need a good drink." So, that's a good feature. Whatchamacallit? So, yeah. So Oliver's like, "Yeah, I'll take some vodka. There's some in my secret spot." Diggle just tells him that vodka is for babies, and he pulls out the whiskey. Good move, Diggle. I'm starting to like you better. Hate your mask. Love your personality. Keep up the good work. So they shoot the wind with each other as they're down in some whiskey and talking some girl problems. I wish I had whiskey. Anyway, as all of this is going on, Felicity is trying so hard with her kind of newish person. Since she became CEO, she can't be the tech genius that works at Palmer Industries anymore. So her role has been taken over by a really actually cool, funny kind of guy named Curtis. And he's great with the one-liners. He'll do anything with her. Nearly got fired a lot of people. So, he's good for the company. He's really the only one that can help her with with saving Ray Palmer. So we find out Ray is this size, a very, 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 very small, and he has tech saved up in the Palmer Industries computers as a way to kind of break him out of Chris Mittens. Chris, I'm doing it again. I thank you very much. So anyway, he breaks him out of the... You're going to kill me. Breaks him out of the... You find out in one of his Skype sessions with Felicity and the gang that... You did probably come in at a weird point. That... I know. Isn't that the amazing technology of green? That's Slimer. That's Slimer right there. That hole is Slimer. So, Where was I? So yeah, through the webcam, we find out that it's actually it's Damien Dark who has kidnapped Ray Palmer, and he wants to find out the atom technology. But you know, Ray's defiant like that and says no, not at all. So Ray, we know I'm not going to wear a green shirt. I have like two, and I know not to wear them. Actually, one of them doesn't show up, so I might wear that green shirt again. So the gang finally builds the gun. They have to go get a piece at another lab's facilities, and in doing so, well, we find out that Sarah is not 100% cured. Now, last week's episode, John Constantine made a wonderful, just delightful cameo after his failed and canceled show, and let's just take a moment right there and hope that the 50,000 signatures can actually bring Constantine back. But anyway, John Constantine made a wonderful cameo to help bring Sarah's soul back to her, because upon falling into the Lazarus pit with Ra's al Ghul, Sarah's soul really didn't make it back. Her body's back, her soul's not. Sarah now is feeling the effects of kind of being back a little bit, but there's still that one big thing that Thea is also fighting with, which is the bloodlust. Sarah needs to kill in order to feel whole again, and she nearly goes like crazy. She goes crazy beating up a lonely security guard who's I'm talking about Arrow Mittens, beats up a security guard almost to a pulp, and it's reminiscent of Thea's attack earlier in the season before she killed someone at the League of Shadows. So Yes, the laugh gets you every single time. No, it's not the new Twilight film, Chris. So anyway, Curtis builds the gun after they figure out everything. Sarah, now, who wants to figure out what is wrong with her, decides to leave again. This woman cannot stay in Star City like for 5 minutes. She comes back after being discovered alive, leaves again to go to the League of Shadows, gets killed, leaves again to join the League of Shadows again, gets killed, is buried, fine, whatever, is brought back to life. Her soul goes on a tirade for like 2 to 3 nights, finally gets her soul restored back to her, thanks to John Constantine, and what does she decide to do? 2 days later, leave Star City. This girl, alright, Oliver, Thea, Laurel, Captain Lance, John, I have one word of advice for you. Leave Sarah alone. She obviously does not want to be in Star City anymore. Keep trying to bring her back. It is terrible. Long story short, so, Oliver now decides we have the gun to bring Ray Palmer back from atom size to... Ooh. Well, the League of Shadows keeps getting their aces kicked by Batman and Green Arrow, and they're part of the Justice League, so I'd probably say the Justice League? Although they could just keep popping into that Lazarus pit like it's nothing. But anyway, they managed to get Ray Palmer out. The atom technology that Damien Dark was looking for in the first place, apparently they were able to get. And he decides to um, he decides to use this technology and opens up this schematic. Now, I'm not really too good with schematics of any sort, but is he building a Death Star with this? I have no idea. Maybe a nuclear bomb. Who knows? We don't know. Damien Dark is the only one who knows what it looks like. Yeah. So it's just it was a nice filler episode, and it was nice to see Ray Palmer back. He kind of it now ties it into to the whole Legends of Tomorrow, which I think is coming out for the winter series. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to be that I'll be watching, because this seems like Legends of Tomorrow. Everything is building up for Legends of Tomorrow. In The Flash, we saw Captain Cold go be jailed, and he said, they won't keep me in here for long. We already know that he's going to be part of it. We know that Legends of Tomorrow is coming out, and it has Ray Palmer, Captain Cold, Captain Cold's brother, the Fire Dude, and a Hawk guy and a Hawk Girl. Who knows? Nobody knows what's going on with that. So this episode was a great lead-in to kind of, now these shows are about to go into their midwinter breaks. So we haven't seen the last of them. However, they are finishing up stuff. And with the comic book shows that we see, they are kind of, except for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, we are starting to see like some of the tie-in stuff. So The Flash might have one or two, like a mention or something like that of Legends of Tomorrow. This was Arrow's thing with having Ray Palmer come in and come out with everything like that. So it should be pretty interesting. As far as this episode goes, I mean, the differences in... listen, you got to give... I mean, Oliver doesn't... Oliver doesn't really... he's not a very technological guy. We do get a sense of what he is, of how much of a help he is in other ways. Felicity is that other kind of person. Now, Felicity was saying that her whole emotional state between Ray Palmer and Oliver is the fact that she gave up on searching for Ray Palmer when he was presumed dead, because she decided to leave and live the suburban life with Oliver. So she's blaming herself for every sort of things. Then at the very end, they say that everything is good. We're still a couple again. We're having fun. I think this is just like the first of maybe a couple more breakups. I don't see Oliver going back to Laurel in any sense, or Sarah, because, well, Sarah's just crazy. But we are getting to that sense where this might be the beginning of the end for Felicity and Oliver Queen. Thea decides to... I love the dogs. They're a bit creepy, though. Thea does decide to try to have a normal life, because she's working so hard during the day on Oliver's mayoral campaign run, and at night she's being speedy. So she decides that she needs to have a normal life, and thus goes on a date with Oliver's campaign manager. Seems legit, right? Seems legit. I'm just gonna break everything and go out on a date with my brother's campaign manager as he's running for mayor. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's working out for the best. Oh God. But anyway, Anyway, so that's Arrow. It was a good like tie-in lead-up episode to try to figure out where Ray Palmer is before I'm drinking air. Before he goes to Legends of Tomorrow, it's good to know. It was just a good filler type episode of how to tie in everything. And of course, we're going to probably get more of Damien Dark's kind of like ultimate plan, probably in that midwinter season finale. Can't wait to see it. Arrow has just got that great mixture of action, great mixture of, somewhat of emotions and all that kind of stuff. Moving on.